large chocolate, cherry, salted trifle. Look at all the layers. I'm definitely getting a workout. Look at those stiff peaks. Cake batter, chocolatey. What's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be making a cherry and chocolate salted trifle. This was requested by CJ Yant. So thank you so much CJ for this request. It sounds delicious and I've never made this before, so yeah, I'm excited to try it. I got this recipe on andycooks.com and this is what his looks like. Super delicious. It seems pretty simple as well. I am gonna be tweaking it a little bit. Instead of making the chocolate mousse from scratch, I just got some chocolate pudding. I know I'm cheating on this part, but I really love chocolate pudding, so I figured this would be a good enough mousse. I'm gonna be making the sponge chocolate cake by hand and also whipped cream by hand, and then also I'm going to be making the cherry filling from scratch as well, so I decided to cheat on the chocolate mousse part. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the chocolate sponge cake. I went ahead and preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or you could do 180 Celsius. Also lightly oiled a cake pan for the cake as well. I'm gonna go ahead and start by whisking up 4 large eggs with some sugar. Mix it up until it's nice and light. And then we will go ahead and sift in the cake flour and cocoa powder as well. Show you guys the process here. All right guys, let's start by adding 4 large eggs to a bowl. And then I'm going to be adding the sugar. And we're just going to mix this up. I decided to whisk the cake by hand because I'm going to be using my stand mixer for the heavy whipping cream. And yeah, so I just figured I'd do this by hand. It's not that difficult anyways, so whisk this up until it's nice and like a light color, lighter than what it started as. And then we will sift in our cake flour and baking powder and salt, and our cocoa powder as well. I didn't realize I actually already added the salt. But yeah, that's pretty good. It's a nice color there. I'm gonna go ahead and add the cake flour. I'm gonna sift it in, and we're just going to sift in our cake flour. Our oven is preheated, so we are ready to bake the cake once we are done combining all the ingredients. Perfect. Now I'm going to sift in 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, add it to our little sifter. That cocoa powder smells so good. All right, yeah, that's good. There's a little bit on the edge there. Go ahead and continue to, oh, I forgot. We're gonna fold this in. So we're not gonna whisk it, we're just gonna fold it in. I almost forgot, before we fold the dry ingredients with our egg mixture, forgot to add the baking powder as well. So I'm just gonna gently sprinkle it in there. And let's go ahead and fold our cocoa powder and cake flour into our egg mixture. It's getting there. Slowly but surely, it is getting there. This is going to be a delicious chocolate sponge cake. I am so excited. Wow. Yep, it is coming together nicely. Patience is key. So let's just continue to fold this batter to evenly incorporate all the ingredients till it's evenly distributed. One of my favorite things to say. Evenly distributed. All right, yeah, it is coming together nicely. That is lovely. That is a beautiful cake batter. Yeah, that is really nice. All right, guys, here is our delicious cake batter, chocolate cake batter. Yum, chocolatey. So now I'm just going to add this batter into our cake pan. And once again, I already lightly sprayed it with some cooking oil. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the batter in here. just like so. I will show you guys the process. Just going to pour it in here. And then I believe the recipe said we are going to bake this for 20 minutes, but I will double check as always. Make sure to scrape all of the excess. Scrape off our spatula as well, just like so. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read the instructions here to see how long we're going to bake this for. Let us check it out. Check this out together. We're gonna, yep, for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy in the oven for 20 minutes on 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or once again, 180 Celsius. I have chocolate on my wrist. Okay. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, counting down.
Okay guys, so for the heavy whipping cream, I'm going to be using my handy dandy stand mixer back there. And what we're gonna need is 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So I have my little measurement here. Heavy whipping cream. I have a little bit left in this carton, so I'll be using this one first. So yeah, it's about half a cup. And we need 2 more, or we need 1.5 more cups. So I'm gonna be using my new heavy whipping cream, Shamrock. I love Shamrock, the brand. Yeah, they have delicious cottage cheese. Okay, so 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And the recipe calls for a vanilla bean, but I'm just gonna be using some vanilla extract, so yeah. All right, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, some vanilla extract as well, about a teaspoon, I'd say. Whisk all of this up in our stand mixer until it becomes a nice whipped cream. All right guys, let's go ahead and add the whipping cream. 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and then some vanilla extract. If you're using a vanilla bean, you can go ahead and add that in. Okay guys, so here's our delicious whipped cream. Look at those stiff peaks. Yeah, nice whipped cream right there. Yum, it smells so good. It smells like vanilla. And yep, that's a good whipped cream since it's not falling out. It's nice and firm. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some plastic wrap over this and put it in the fridge, and we will use this later. So yeah, it's super delicious. And try. Yeah, that is delicious. Not too sweet. Vanilla comes through. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put some plastic wrap over this, and then we will start by whisking up the pudding. So I'm used to the pudding, the sugar-free pudding, where all you have to do is whisk in some cold milk and then it's done. But this one says for the regular sugar pudding, we're going to heat this up with 2 cups of milk, but I have 2 boxes, so 4 cups of milk with our Jello pudding mixture on a medium heat, and we're gonna allow that to come to a boil, stirring constantly. And then it says pudding thickens as it cools. So I guess we just bring it to a boil, mix it up, and then that's it. Add 4 cups of whole milk, 4 cups of whole milk to our pudding mixture here, and then we're going to whisk it on a medium heat, and we're just gonna allow that to thicken. It's gonna go ahead and just add on a medium heat right now. So this is 2 cups, 4 cups. Okay guys, I just took the chocolate sponge cake out of the oven and it came out so beautiful. Here's our chocolate sponge cake, nice and spongy. Just gonna let this cool in the pan for a few minutes, and then I will take it out and put it on a wire rack to completely cool off. But yeah, I'm also still allowing the pudding to come to a boil. Once that comes to a boil, I'll turn off the heat and then I will transfer the pudding into the fridge so that way it gets nice and cold. Okay guys, so our pudding is done. It came to a nice boil and it is actually pretty thick. So it's pretty cool how it just instantly thickened up. Pudding is done. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it to this bowl here. And I'm also gonna put this in the fridge as well. Okay guys, now we're gonna make our homemade cherry jam. So I have 2 pounds of dark sweet cherries, frozen dark cherries here. So we're going to put these on a skillet on medium-high heat. And then we're gonna add some lemon juice, about the juice of 1 lemon. So you can juice 1 lemon. We're gonna be adding some sugar. We're gonna allow that to cook for about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna add cornstarch and some water. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the cherry. All right guys, and I have this on a medium heat right now. I'm just gonna add our sugar. And then I'm gonna add some lemon juice. And once again, about the amount of juice of about 1 lemon. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. Just gonna mix this up. Now I'm gonna cover it up and we're gonna let this cook for 15 minutes. Okay guys, it has been 15 minutes and I just can't get over how beautiful these cherries look. It's a beautiful color. Still have it on a medium heat. I'm gonna be adding some cornstarch and we're just gonna allow this to cook for another 5 minutes. Okay guys, so here's our delicious and beautiful cherry jam. Cherry jam. So it's super hot as you can see, but it's nice and thick and beautiful. So I'm just going to cover this up with some plastic wrap and then let this completely cool in the fridge. So all of our filling is in the fridge, just cooling off. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes because it's still a little bit warm and I want it to be nice and cold. So for the topping, once I build the trifle, and also I bought this huge bowl at Walmart to put the trifle in. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do is, put the cherries, then the chocolate pudding, and then the cake, and then also the whipped cream on the top. And then I also have some maraschino cherries, delicious sweet cherries here. And I'm going to be adding these on the top. And then also I bought some bittersweet chocolate, Ghirardelli chocolate here. And I'm just going to be shaving this on the top as well. And gonna sprinkle it with some kosher salt. Sprinkle it with some kosher salt as well. And that'll be our chocolate trifle. Okay guys, it's been about an hour with all of the filling in the fridge and everything, so it should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and fill our large bowl with our trifle ingredients. Turn on my camera here. We're gonna start off with the cherry jam, the delicious cherry jam, our delicious cherries. Pour this on the bottom, just like so. I have my little spatula. Here. I want to get all of that juice, kind of move these around a little bit. Okay guys, our next layer is going to be chocolate pudding. Evenly spread out this pudding here. Chocolate pudding. Push it to the sides a little bit. Totally forgot to show you guys me adding the pudding, but I added the pudding to the top of the cherries here. Okay guys, here's our delicious sponge cake. It's been cooling off on our wire rack here, nice and spongy. Perfect little sponge cake. So I'm just going to put this, it might fit perfectly actually. Is this gonna fit perfectly on top? I think it is. Wow, it fit perfectly on top of the pudding. That's pretty crazy. At first I was thinking I was gonna have to like break it apart into little pieces, but no, this is perfect. So then the next thing we're gonna do is add our whipped cream to the top. To the top. Didn't have a star tip that was large enough, So I'm just gonna be kind of making this look nice on the top without a piping bag. Just do it with our little spatula. That's fine. So, yeah. Definitely excited for this whipped cream. And this is a perfect size bowl. I was like, is this gonna be big enough? And as you can see, it is big enough. It is. All right, just a little bit of whipped cream left. Yum, it's a lot of whipped cream. And then we will add our cherries. Really good. Really, really good whipped cream. Okay, this is looking beautiful. All right, gonna add our little cherries to the top. I bought the ones with the stem. Bought the cherries with the stem to make it look nice. Make it look really cute. We want our trifle to look cute. Oops. Okay. And sorry if you can hear the trucks outside, they're backing up. I'm just going to decorate the top with some cherries. Cherry on top. Perfect. This one's missing a stem, but that's okay. It's still special to us. It's still valuable. Almost got it. I want to add all the cherries. Ever since I was a kid, I love these cherries. Just eat it from the jar, you know what I mean? Have some delicious Ghirardelli chocolate, bittersweet chocolate here. We're just gonna shave it on the top, little chocolate shavings. And then gonna sprinkle some kosher salt. Okay, you guys, so here's our large chocolate and cherry salted trifle, cherries on top, and shaved chocolate. And look at all the layers. Got the cherries on the bottom, the chocolate pudding in the middle with the cake, and then the whipped cream. It is heavy. I'm definitely like getting a workout by lifting this. This was so much fun making. I'm not gonna eat this entire thing, so I'm gonna scoop some into this little cup here and then I will try it out with you guys. Okay guys, so I just transferred some to a little cup here. It obviously looks really destroyed, but I got all of the layers, so gonna eat the cherry first, my all-time favorite. Love cherries. I got some cherry jam and cake, sponge cake. Oh my word, that cherry jam is so good. So good, wow. It's so good. And then of course, chocolate pudding. You can't go wrong. And I can taste that salt. I put a good amount of salt on the top. And so much fun making this, wow. So, Beautiful color. Coke Zero. Cheers. It's good. Needed to wet my whistle, if you know what I mean. Wow. Ooh, that cake is at the bottom. Cake. A little bit left. Last bite. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much CJ Yant for the request. So delicious. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show.